So, are we finally getting guns in Dying Light 2? Well, Techland dropped this brand new roadmap yesterday, and smack bang in the middle of it is the word firearms, and a picture of an awesome looking shotgun. So I would say that's confirmation they've finally given in on adding them to the game. But what can we expect? Well, if they truly are planning on bringing in guns like the pump action shotgun pictured in the roadmap, and as it does say firearms in plural, it's entirely possible that we could not only see these military types of weapon appear in the game in the future, but it opens the door for some potentially awesome gun bundles too. The guns in the original game were so varied and detailed in their design and animation that I was really disappointed that Techland were refusing to even entertain the idea of bringing them to DL2. Up until now, they kept stating that they'd decided early in the development process that guns wouldn't exist in the apocalypse due to the lack of ammo. And I'd always argued that that'd be fine as far as the story went, but that we should at least have the option to buy them in cool bundles as we did for the first game. So far, the closest we've come to guns in DL2 is the boomstick. It looks pretty crap and it breaks once you've used all your shots. Also, it can't be swapped out with the melee weapons and just pops out briefly to fire and it's gone before you can even focus on it. Whereas the guns in Dying Light could be properly equipped and inspected, and they had cool reload animations too. So if the new firearms are going to work in the same way as this, then I am pretty excited about it, to be honest. Right, so when do we get to feast our eyes on some of these new weapons then? Well, it doesn't give a date on the roadmap unfortunately, but as it only seems to cover the next few months, I think it's fair to assume that we'll potentially be getting them before Christmas. Now I know there's a fair percentage of players who are dead against guns being brought to Dying Light 2, and I respect their reasoning for it. However, I personally feel that you can't have a proper zombie game without having the option to blow their brains out with an arsenal of amazing firearms, and I know I'm not alone in thinking this way. So the thought of finally getting some proper guns for the game is a very exciting one for me, and one that I think could bring a lot of players back to Dying Light 2, especially if they look remotely like the great guns of the original game. So what do you think? Are you excited at the prospect of proper guns coming to Dying Light 2, or are you disappointed that Techland are doing this? Let me know in the comments as always, and if you enjoyed the video then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers!